Hello everyone, my name is Don, the movie reviewer, and today we are going to be talking about Suspiria 2018. Suspiria is an old 1977 movie, and it stars a woman who was very attractive, by the way, named Jessica Harper. And the only reason I saw the original Suspiria movie that was released in 1977 was because I heard about this. And I watched the old Suspiria movie, and yes, it is a very beautiful cinematic movie that has lots of gorgeous shots in it. The combination of colors in there really contributes to the horror that is being presented in the movie. But other than that, I didn't really care about the story. It was kind of boring to me, and I just didn't like it. So that leads me with saying that, this 2018 Suspiria movie is a remake of the original. And, we always have remakes left and right. And, I know a lot of people are getting tired of that, including me. But I will say there are some movies out there that do warrant a remake. And I would say Suspiria is one of those movies to where, yes, it's visually appealing. Yes, a lot of the actors in the movie, actresses, actors, they're all very beautiful. And that's pretty much all I got from it. There was one scene in the original that I did enjoy that involved a lot of bugs, and the music during that moment was really good. Other than that, I don't care about the original Suspiria movie, and so I say that yes, it definitely warrants a remake. Now, looking at my computer here, the 2018 Suspiria movie is directed by Call Me By Your Name director, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Luca Guadagnino, I think his name is. And he doesn't really have an extensive resume. His resume only includes A Bigger Splash, which I watched but I fell asleep on, and Call Me By Your Name, which came out in 2017, which was a good movie. His work to me doesn't scream Suspiria, but I mean, come on, man. Just like I said in my last video and a video before that and the video before that, Jordan Peele as an example. I mean, yes, this director here who's directing Suspiria isn't a comedian, but you look at just any director in general, you got a director who doesn't have an extensive resume, and yet they make a movie and it knocks it out of the park. And this might be the case with this new Suspiria movie. Who knows? But you got to start somewhere. And then you have the writer of this movie. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Dave something. He doesn't really have an extensive resume either. I mean, not as lengthy as the director of this. This guy has directed a movie called Blood Creek, which I have not seen. I think I watched it briefly, but I fell asleep on it. The Invasion in 2007 with Daniel Craig and Nicole Kidman, which I did not finish. True Story. I think that has James Franco and I forgot that guy's name, Jonah Hill in there. I did not see that movie. And then he did A Bigger Splash, which, like I said, I fell asleep on. So with this guy, I haven't really seen any of his work, to be honest. But does that make me nervous? No, I don't have a whole lot invested in this as far as like my expectations are concerned. Like with Halloween 2018, I'm a fan. Suspiria, I'm not. So I'm not going to really have any real things to say about this. But this movie stars Dakota Johnson, and Dakota Johnson is from the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. And I have not seen any of the 50 Shades of Grey movies, so I do not know if Dakota Johnson is a good actor or not. I'm pretty sure she'll get a lot of flack for the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, and you could say that I guess the studio is taking a gamble on using Dakota Johnson in this movie. Honestly, from watching the original Suspiria movie in 1977, I would have went with like Emilia Clarke or something, because Emilia Clarke to me is, she's a very attractive woman, and so is Jessica Harper, and they kind of look the same. If they were going for a look, if they're going for a performance, I don't know. I mean, I think Emilia Clarke is a fine actor. The one thing I will say that makes me excited about this is that Tilda Swinton is involved, and I love Tilda Swinton as an actor. And also, Tilda Swinton does a lot of weird movies. A lot of weird movies. And apparently the director in this and Tilda Swinton have worked on 2 previous projects before, so it seems like she's just doing a favor for a friend. I don't know, or maybe she liked the script, who knows. But I'm glad that Tilda Swinton is involved in this, so we do have a veteran actor in there to try and propel this thing if other actors can't really get the job done. Who knows? But then we also have Chloe Grace Moretz in here, surprisingly. Chloe Grace Moretz, yeah. And I guess Jessica Harper will make an appearance in this as well. But like I said, I don't have a whole lot invested in Suspiria. Only reason I'm interested is because, I love horror movies. I'm always looking for a new horror movie to watch, and hopefully, this one will be good. So without further ado, it definitely looks weird. It doesn't look as colorful as the original. It looks really like grainy, like just dark and gritty looking. It doesn't look as bright and colorful as the original, but the letters that are popping up on screen, they're pink, so it kind of, it's kind of flashy. But I remember the original being very flashy, very stylish, and with this, it doesn't seem as stylish. It's just like, it kind of looks like Let the Right One In, as far as like the color grading is concerned, and the style of it. It reminds me of Let the Right One In. It's like it's just trying to be gritty. I like the sound of the music. Fall 2018. Alright, so just watched the teaser trailer for Suspiria, and all I got from that was, it looks like, it reminds me of Let the Right One In as far as the style of the movie is concerned, with the way it's shot. It doesn't seem as stylish as the original, which is kind of concerning. I mean, why would you remake Suspiria? I mean, maybe it's a good thing, because, Let the Right One In is not exactly a carbon copy of Let Me In. Let Me In with Chloe Grace Moretz is not exactly a carbon copy of Let the Right One In. They did take some liberties with that and change some things. And maybe that's what they're doing with this. But you think they would keep the style of it in there, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people who like Suspiria like the style that is presented in the original 1977 movie. It's interesting. I'm intrigued. It's not as stylish as the original. Like, when you see the original, people always remember the colors in that movie. And this just looks more like it's really dark and grainy, and it has a gray color to it, which is kind of disappointing, because I was going to say that, if they're remaking Suspiria, why didn't they just get Nicholas Winding Refn to do it? Because there was a movie that Nicholas Winding Refn previously made called The Neon Demon, which is kind of like Suspiria, except it deals with the modeling industry. And when you look at Nicholas Winding Refn movies, his movies are stylish. They're so stylish. The color schemes in Nicholas Winding Refn movies are fantastic, and I enjoyed The Neon Demon. I love that movie. And so I was just thinking, and then The Neon Demon is an Amazon Studios production. And so I'm thinking, well, they already work with Nicholas Winding Refn. Why didn't they just get him? But I guess, since the Neon Demon didn't make a whole lot of money, they decided to go with someone who made a previous movie and knocked it out of the park. It's kind of like, what have you done for me lately? It's kind of like that. Which is disappointing because I do enjoy Nicholas Winding Refn movies, and as soon as I heard that they were making a Suspiria remake, I watched the original and I looked at it, and immediately my mind jumped into Nicholas Winding Refn. Obviously, come on, Nicholas Winding Refn. But then they got this guy, and I'm like, okay. And then I watched the trailer, and it doesn't look anything like the original, which I guess is a good thing. It looks like it's its own thing, which is great. It's not a carbon copy. We don't need that. But it looks great. It's got Tilda Swinton in it. I like her. She always does weird stuff. Rely on Tilda Swinton to deliver the weird. And the music sounds good. The shots aren't as stylish as the original, but they look really creepy and grainy and dark, and there are some interesting shots in here, like that spiral staircase shot, some weird stuff with the women going on. I do like weird horror movies, and so I will be checking this new Suspiria movie out. I'll check it out. The trailer sold me. I will check it out because it looks interesting, it looks weird, it looks original, it looks different, even though it is a remake. But yeah, I'll definitely be checking this Suspiria movie out. It is definitely on my list when it comes out in November. That's all I have to say. I like it. I'll check it out. Don't care about the original, so hopefully this one makes me a fan. And I don't know why they didn't get Nicholas Winding Refn, but I guess they didn't want to do the whole stylistic color scheme thing. They just wanted to make it dark and gritty, which is cool as long as it's a weird horror movie. As long as it's weird, I'm game. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. As always, I will see you next time. Honestly, horror movies suck nowadays. I haven't really seen a horror movie that I have been interested in since I can't even remember. Like, I saw The Babadook, I don't care. I saw Hereditary, it's satisfactory. And then, Halloween 2018 is coming out. That looks okay. Hopefully it's good because I'm a huge Michael Myers fan. I love the first Halloween. And I got Suspiria, don't care for the original. And remakes coming out, and trailer intrigues me. But honestly, I haven't seen any satisfying horror movies lately. And hopefully Suspiria knocks it out of the park. I'm rooting for you.